All right. We will start on the floor. If you've got a block, have a seat on it. Finding your seat, maybe crisscrossing those ankles, or maybe those feet flat and knees bent, or maybe legs extend long in front of you, or maybe, might be, depending on what you did before this, maybe soles of the feet together, knees wide. I'm going to go right here. So finding that nice sweet spot, rolling those shoulders back so that they're over those hips, nice tall spine. Just take a nice moment here to bridge that gap between the yoga class and what you did before, what you're planning to do after class. We'll just take a moment and be here right now. Starting to take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale, let it go. Take a deep breath through the nose and exhale. When you're ready, let it go. On your next inhale, start looking toward that right side. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, looking to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart, press it forward. Inhale to lift, nice and tall. Round, press it forward with your exhale. Inhale, bend those elbows, lift that heart. Exhale, round the back. One more, inhale. Exhale, press it away. Keep those hands forward. Keep that upper back rounded. And then release. Big inhale. Bringing the hand down on the right hand side. Maybe reaching that left arm up and over. Back to center. Reaching that right arm up and over. Back to center. Reaching both arms up. Palms together. Maybe that head falls back. And release, coming back to center. Taking a moment here just to check in with your body, noticing how it showed up today. Do you feel any tightness or tension anywhere in the body? Does anything feel particularly good? Scanning from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just seeing, just noticing. Sitting on top of the block, we're allowing our hip flexors to get a little longer, taking a little pressure off the lower back. Maybe using this moment to set an intention for today's practice, whether that's just to notice your breath, to lean in, to push a little deeper, or maybe to give yourself a little grace. The cool thing is every time we come to the mat, it's a practice. It's totally different. And you can give yourself permission to just be as you are that day. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Enjoy this practice. We're going to lean to one side, remove that block from underneath you. And then from here, we're going to rock forward and back until you come all the way to that tabletop position, bringing those wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll get our music flowing. Start tuning in, allowing yourself to just be here for our practice, not worrying about what happened before, what's going to happen after. With your inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. We'll do 3 more rounds here, going at your own pace. Meeting back in that tabletop, pulling belly button to spine. Nice flat back. Extending that right leg back, curling those toes, rocking forward and back. Feeling that stretch on the lower leg. Coming back to center. Maybe those right toes elevate, flexing that foot. Maybe that left hand reaches forward. Inhale to reach, exhale to round, elbow meets the knee. Inhale to reach, exhale to round. Maybe one more. Releasing back to that tabletop. 2 rounds here of cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the chin. On your exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. One more time. Back to that tabletop, extending that left leg long behind you, pressing down through the toes, rocking forward and back. Pausing in the middle, maybe those left toes elevate, flexing that foot, reaching that right arm forward. Nice long line. Inhale to reach, exhale to round. Inhale to reach, exhale to round. One more. Coming back to that tabletop. Right here, curling those toes, lifting the hips, making your way to that first downward dog. Maybe pedaling those feet, or maybe bending both knees deeply. Maybe lifting and lowering those heels. Bending both knees, look forward between the hands, walk the feet underneath the hips. Right here, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head be heavy. Releasing those elbows, tucking the chin, rolling it all the way up. Coming into that strong mountain pose, shoulders roll back. Inhale, reaching arms overhead, palms press. Maybe that head falls back. Bringing the head back to center, lifting up and over to that right side. Back to center. Over to that left side. Back to center. With your exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping back, downward dog. Option here for that vinyasa, rolling forward to that high plank. Maybe dropping knees, chest, and chin down to the ground. Heart forward with your inhale, working with your breath. And as you exhale, we'll meet back in downward dog. On your inhale, right leg lifts, flexing that foot, bending the knee, opening the hip to that right side. Releasing any tension from your jaw or the area next to your eyes. Extending that right leg long, squaring off the hips. Right foot steps forward to the inside of that right hand. Heart lifts. Optional to here, good place to use those blocks. Pulling that heart forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale, surrounding that right foot, stepping back, downward dog. Option here to roll forward, moving through that vinyasa, high plank, maybe dropping knees, chest and chin. Heart forward with your inhale. And exhale, we'll meet in downward dog. Taking a cleansing breath, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, left leg lifts, flexing that foot, bending the knee, opening the hip to that left side. Extending that left leg long, squaring off those hips, left foot steps forward. Optional, great place to use those blocks as extensions of the arms. Bringing the floor closer to you, allowing for even better alignment, for good breath. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, surrounding that left foot, stepping back, downward dog, pedaling those feet here. Option to move through that vinyasa, rolling forward to high plank, lowering knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Heart forward with that inhale. And we're gonna meet in child's pose. Maybe you bring those knees wide, big toes to touch. Coming into that breath here. One more breath. On your inhale, rising to that tabletop position. From here, extending that right leg out to the right side, toes forward. Go ahead and walk those hands forward, coming into this extended leg downward dog. Still on that left knee. Walking those hands back, we're coming into our gate pose, lifting all the way up, interlacing those fingers. Inhale to rise, exhale, taking it over to that right side. Inhale to rise, exhale to the right. Inhale to rise, releasing those hands, bringing the left hand down to the ground. Maybe those right toes elevate, coming into our side plank. Maybe that right arm comes up and over that right ear, finding a lot of extension here through the right side. Right hand reaches to the sky, dropping that right foot. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands underneath those shoulders, coming back to your tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, left toes out to the side, left toes facing forward, walking those hands forward, coming into that extended downward dog. This allows for a stretch and release of the inner thigh, which sometimes can lead to, if you have a tight inner thigh, can lead to some lower back pain. One more breath. With your exhale, walk those hands back, rising up into our gate pose. Bringing those hands together, inhale to rise, exhale, taking it over that left leg. All the stretch through that right side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to that left side. Inhale back to center, releasing those hands. Right hand comes down. Maybe those left toes lift. Maybe that left arm comes over that left ear, pinky spiraling down, heart opening. Reaching that left arm up to the sky, dropping those left toes, rising back up. And then hands underneath those shoulders, coming back to that tabletop. Curling those toes, lifting the hips, making your way to downward dog. Bending both knees deeply. Inhale, looking forward between those hands. Step or hop the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way overhead, palms touch, maybe that head falls back. Exhale, palms through heart center, releasing to your mountain pose. Inhale to sink back into your chair. Exhale to mountain. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. With your exhale, we're gonna step that left foot back, coming into our low lunge. Option to grab those blocks. Yeah. Turning that back foot flat, toes out, heel down. Inhale, rising up. Warrior one, sinking in. Pulling belly button to spine. Inhale, straightening that front leg, reaching arms in front of you. Exhale, arms overhead, sinking into that right leg. Inhale, taking it back, pulling belly button to spine. Exhale to sink. One more, inhale, take it back. Exhale to sink. Inhale, lifting that back heel as you exhale, opening up here to your warrior two, sinking into that right leg. Flipping those palms, inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. If you love it, if you're doing it, one more. Lowering those shoulders away from the ears, pulling belly button to spine. Bending that right arm, placing it on the right leg, reaching that left arm up to the sky. Keeping that nice airway open. We don't want any crunching in the upper body. Bringing it back to that warrior two, sinking in. Flipping that right palm, reaching forward for all the length, lifting up and back, reverse. Straightening that front leg. Cartwheeling those arms down, shifting that left hip back, coming into your triangle. Option here to use that block for all the extension. I find when I use the block, I get a nice little stretch in my hip and my inner thigh here. Sinking into that right knee, peeling up, warrior two. Inhale to rise here, turning toes out, heels in. Reaching up, star. As you exhale, lowering into your goddess. Pressing into star, take your time. Lowering into goddess. Pressing to star, turning toes in, heels out. Finding your nice flat back. And then coming forward for a fold. Allowing your head to just release itself. Releasing any tension next to the jaw or the eyes. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, let's take it over to that right side, sinking into that right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to that left side, sinking into that left knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, we're gonna sink back into that right side. Option to stay high or sink it down a little lower. Maybe the left toes lift. Bringing it back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walking those hands over to that right side, surrounding that right foot, dropping the back knee, flattening the back toe, heart forward, a little hip flexor stretch here. Inhale, sending those hips back. Exhale, shifting over that right leg. Holding here if that feels good, or if you want a little mobility, we're gonna bend into that right knee, press forward with the inhale, and then exhale, shift back over that right leg. Maybe 3 rounds if that's feeling good. Really press into it. Wherever you are, if you are holding it or moving through, we're gonna bend into that right knee. Bringing that left hand to the inside of that right foot. Lifting that right arm up to the sky, finding a twist. Surrounding that right foot, curling the back toe, lifting the back knee, and then stepping back, downward dog. Option here to move through that flow, rocking forward, high plank, lowering chaturanga with your exhale, heart forward with your inhale, and we'll meet in downward dog. Maybe pedaling those feet, maybe lifting and lowering those heels. Bending both knees, look forward between the hands, step hopper, float the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching overhead, palms touch, head comes back. Exhale, hands through center. Releasing to that mountain. Sinking down, reaching up, coming into that chair. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time that right foot steps back, coming into that lunge. And then turning the back foot flat, heel down, toe out, rising up, finding your warrior one. Pulling belly button to spine, exhale, round those upper backs, straighten that front leg, and then sinking into that warrior one. Exhale to round the upper back. Inhale to sink. Exhale to round. Inhale to sink. Lifting that back heel, opening up, wiggling your way to warrior two. Flipping those palms. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Inhale to rise, even lifting that heart a little more, lowering those shoulders a little more. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Bending that left arm, placing it on the left leg, reaching right arm up toward the sky. Shifting back to that warrior two, sinking in. Flipping that left palm, reaching forward, sending it up and back reverse. Straightening that front leg, shifting that right hip back, cartwheeling those arms down to your triangle. Bending into that left knee, sweeping back up, warrior two, sinking in. Flipping those palms, straightening those legs, turning toes out, heels in. Exhale, shifting down to that goddess. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Inhale to rise, turning toes in, heels out, shifting forward, finding that flat back, and then folding forward. Maybe even grabbing opposite elbows here and kind of swaying from side to side. Allowing your hamstrings to open up a little bit. Tight hamstrings can also lead to a sore lower back. Coming back to center, inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, we're gonna sink into that left side. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, sinking into that right heel. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, sinking into that left side. This time we're gonna hold this for a couple of breaths. Feel free to sink a little lower. Maybe those right toes lift. Bringing it back to center, halfway lift. And then we'll walk everything over to that left side, surrounding that left foot. Dropping the back knee, flattening the back toe. Shifting those hips forward. Lifting that heart. And then shifting the hips back. Folding over that left leg. If that feels good and you want to hang here for a few breaths, feel free. Or if you want to move, inhale, pressing forward. Exhale, shifting back, 3 rounds. Time is now. You won't bring me down. All this time they call me crazy, but I'm living loud. You won't bring me down. It's a game, but I make my own rules. Wherever you are, we're gonna push forward, bending into that left knee. Bringing the hands to surround that left foot, curling the back toe, lifting the back knee. Right hand to the inside of that left foot, left hand lifts, finding our way to our twist. Surrounding that left foot, stepping back, downward dog. Option here to move through that vinyasa, rolling forward, high plank. Lowering chaturanga. Heart forward with your inhale. Exhale will meet in downward dog. Bending both knees, look forward between the hands, step hopper. Float those feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, toe, heel those feet together, sinking back, reaching up, chair pose. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, looking to that right side. As you exhale, taking your twist, maybe bringing that left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Pressing those palms, inhale back to center, reaching those arms up, pressing through the heels all the way to mountain, reaching those arms up, sinking back to chair, pressing to mountain, sinking back to chair. One more press to mountain, sink back to chair, palms together, Inhale, looking to the left, taking your twist, right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Pressing palms together. Bring it back to the front, reaching arms up. Press through the heels to mountain. Sink back to chair, reach. Press to mountain. Sink back to chair. One more, press to mountain. Sinking back to chair. And then fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, go ahead and separate those feet so that they're underneath those hips. Deep bend through the knees. We're gonna take the peace fingers, wrap around those big toes. Inhale, heart to lift. Exhale, finding your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bending those knees, rolling all the way up, coming into your mountain. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, reaching arms overhead, palms touch. We're gonna take a big step forward with that right foot. Guiding the way with those hands, coming into our balancing stick or warrior three, finding a little balance. Ooh, baby. Hands can stay forward, or maybe they come in front of the heart or out to the sides. Two more breaths. With your next exhale, left foot comes back, lifting up into that high lunge. Sinking down, and then we'll lift up, straightening those legs, bringing the arms to the sides, taking a little hinge forward. Reaching arms overhead, sinking into that right leg. Straightening those legs, arms to the side, finding a little hinge forward. Hey. Reaching arms overhead, sinking in. Straightening those legs, arms to the side, hinge forward. Stepping that back foot in, turning toe out, heel in, finding that forward fold into our pyramid. From here, slight bend in that right knee. Maybe that left foot elevates, coming into your standing split. Left foot meets the right and fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms together. This time, taking a step forward with that left foot, bringing those arms forward, coming into our balancing stick, warrior three. Pulling everything into that midline. Dancing through it. One more breath. On your exhale, right toes touch down, lifting into that high lunge. Reaching arms to the side, straightening that front leg, finding a little hinge forward. Bending through that knee, reaching arms overhead, sinking into it. Arms to the side, straightening that front leg, finding your hinge. Bending into that knee, reaching arms overhead, sink, sink. Arms to the side, finding that hinge, straight front leg. And then stepping that back foot in, finding your pyramid, bowing over that left leg. Bending into that left leg, sweeping that right leg behind you, coming into that half split. And right foot meets the left, bending those knees. Let the head be heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bending both knees. Inhale, slow roll to your mountain pose. Shoulders roll back. Option, we're gonna do a little more balance. Option to be close to a wall if you would like. On the inhale, we're gonna sweep that right knee up toward the body. Maybe rotate that ankle. Guiding that right knee out to the right side. Bringing it back. Extending that leg. Bending the knee. Opening it up to the side. Back to the front. Extend that leg. Bringing it in. Bending the knee. Opening to the side. Back to the front. Extend that leg. Bend that standing leg. Send that right leg back. Warrior three. Yes, you can. Use your blocks. Use the wall. And then right foot's gonna cross behind the left, lifting up and over to your atlas. Big full side stretch. All the way back to mountain. Right foot over to the other side. Inhale, left knee comes up. Rotate that ankle. Guiding it with that left hand. Take it out to that left side. Back to center. Extending that left leg. Bend the knee. Open to the left. Back to center. Extend. Bend. Open to the side. Bring it back. Extend. Bend into that standing leg. Send that left leg back. Warrior three. Left foot crosses behind the right, reaching up and over to that right side, atlas. Bringing it back to mountain. Inhale, reaching overhead. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna walk all the way out to that plank. Hold that plank here. Wiggling that right hand to center, turning the toes to the left, reaching that left arm up to the sky, side plank. Option to drop that right knee down to the ground. Coming back to center, high plank, hold here for a breath. Wiggling that left hand to center, turning the toes to the right, reaching that right arm up to the sky. Option to drop that left knee. Back to center. Option to move through that vinyasa, lowering down. Heart lifts. We'll meet in downward dog. Taking a nice cleansing breath through the nose and exhale, sigh it out. Rolling forward to that high plank. We're gonna lower all the way to the ground. Bringing the tops of the toes flat, hands underneath the shoulders. Roll those elbows back. Inhale, lifting the head and heart, baby cobra.
And if I could go back, I wouldn't change the past. Just to bleed another day, couldn't take the pain.
Inhale, heart lifts a little more.
If you could go back,
Maybe those hands hover.
would you change the past? Just to bleed another
And release, big toes touch. Heels to the sides, arms to the sides, turn the head to the right. Take a moment of rest.
when you've had enough of it. Couldn't go another day. Strength is often found within, just beyond the darkest phase.
Bringing that head back to center. Zip up those legs. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, the head and heart lift. Keep pressing those toes into the ground. Maybe those wrists lift from the lower back. Reaching behind you. Big shoulder stretch here.
Just to bleed another day, couldn't take the pain away. And if you could go back, would you change the past?
Inhale to lift a little more. Maybe. Exhale, release, big toes touch, arms by the side, turning the head to the left.
What's in time you're waiting for? Could you open the door, going beyond? If you could go back, let go restraint, there's much in store. We can live for today if you can find a way. And if I could go back, I wouldn't change.
Inhale, bringing the head back to center, hands underneath those shoulders. Keep pressing into the tops of those toes. We're gonna lift the heart, working to straighten the arms a little or a lot.
Would you change the past just to bleed another day? Couldn't take the pain away if you could go back.
Inhale to lift. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Keep the hands under the shoulders. Press here to your tabletop. Keeping the hips over the knees. We're gonna walk the hands forward, coming into puppy. Maybe the chin comes down to the ground or the forehead, or maybe it comes down to a block.
Ran away, nothing left to say, and you want something from me, but I can't seem to stay. Watch me move like you have a clue, but this love is so far gone. I don't know what to do.
Coming back to your tabletop, hands underneath those shoulders. Sending those knees wide, big toes to touch, coming into your child's pose. Maybe the forehead comes down to the ground. Inhale, rising to your tabletop, crossing those ankles, coming back to a seat. Extending those legs long in front of you. Inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale, finding your forward fold. Walking those hands back, lifting that heart. We're going to take that right leg out to the right side, tucking the left leg in. Right hand to the inside of that right leg. Left arm lifts up toward the sky. Maybe that left arm stays up high, or maybe it lifts up and over to that right side. Inhale to rise, sending both legs out, coming into our wide straddle, walking those hands forward. Walk those hands back, tucking that right leg in, left arm to the inside of that left leg, reaching that right arm up to the sky. And then maybe inhale, lifting up and over. Coming back to center, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Option to stuff those blocks underneath those knees. Sitting up nice and tall. And then maybe leading forward with that heart. Inhale to rise, bringing those feet flat, knees bent. Rolling all the way back into our bridge. Walking the heels back by the body. Arms by the side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift those hips up to the sky. Releasing upper, middle, lower back. With your inhale, drawing those knees toward the chest, giving yourself a hug, rocking side to side. Opening those arms wide, we'll drop both knees over to that right side. Inhale back to center, bringing those feet flat, preparing for another set of bridge. Arms by the side, inhale to prepare, exhale to lift the hips toward the sky. And release upper, middle, lower back, drawing those knees toward the body, giving yourself a hug. Opening those arms wide, we'll drop both knees over to that left side. Coming back to center, extending both legs up to the sky, flexing those feet. And then bending those knees, rotating the ankles. Inhale, lifting up just enough so that you can slide those blocks underneath you. So one block is going to come the length of your spine, and the other block, whoop, a little closer. The other block is going to come underneath your head. So we're coming into a supported bridge here. If that does not feel amazing, then just come onto your back. We're going to end our class in this posture. So allow yourself to be comfortable. If you're in supported bridge, maybe your feet are flat or maybe your legs are extended long. Taking a nice full body breath. Exhale, letting it all go. Just allowing yourself these few moments of being here right now. Starting to wiggle those fingers and those toes, rotating wrists and ankles. If you are on those blocks, gently shifting your body to one side to remove the blocks from underneath you. Bringing those knees into the chest, giving yourself one more hug, rocking side to side until you come all the way to that right side, pausing for a moment, taking a couple of breaths. And then pressing both hands into the ground to bring yourself to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall in that spine. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for coming to this space, coming to this practice, and gratitude for being able to move our bodies and work on our breath and sharing space together. And until we meet again, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Yay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.